Oh, my cat just used the litter box. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. Ooh. Oh. Ugh. Google account. Corey? What's happening is a cat is pooping in the litter box under my desk, and it stinks. And there's another cat outside crying. Gijo, hello, Peter. How are you today? Right, Mustafa, please? Hold on a second. Let me get that thing. No, no, Mustafa, please. Appears to be taking care of her kitty. Google account. You rent or own? Um, Technically, I do not own, but I do not rent. Okay, my home is paid for, and I'm 1/3 owner of the trust that owns it. Um, Jack Attack wants to see one of my cats. Stormy, come here, baby. Storm, Storm. No, do not walk away, Storm. Unfortunately, the only cat within proximity to me is nursing a kitten, so I'm not going to disturb her. Jack Attack, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, or here she is. That was a short nursing session. This is Mustafa Fleeve. She loved to give me a kiss. Google account. So your other siblings will force you to sell house someday. Yeah, that's about the size of it. I mean, not sure. Not sure what I'm gonna do in that case, but working on it. You can buy them out. Do you have any idea how little a security officer makes and how much a house costs where I live? Yeah, I mean, I'd need a 100-year mortgage. You'll have to listen. Yeah, I know. Well, look, okay, understand something here. I've paid about $20,000 in a court case trying to resolve my father's estate. The house is my mother's estate. So, once I deal with my father's estate, I deal with my mother's estate. But no, I don't plan to buy them out. I plan to sue them for damages for their mistreatment of me, and they've given me pretty ample evidence. I had to get a restraining order against my brother. Rusty dog, I'm not hair, I'm just a little furry. Well, that just sounds wonderful. I mean, what kind of a furry are you, really? Matthew Bumberger. Weird. Okay. Google account. This is interesting. Tell us more about what do you want to hear? I mean, it's kind of a painful subject, Like I don't feel good about myself for doing that. I didn't have much of a choice. I mean, sometimes in the world, you force our hand. Happy International Women's Day! Rusty Dog, I am weird and proud. Yeah, we're all weird and proud. Yes, my international woman was Japanese, and for some reason she was wearing red lingerie today. I don't know why. Normally it's black, but I mean, red. Still look great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Still look great. Dr. Nutbuzzer PhD, let's wipe out that hog daddy-o. Wouldn't fit on screen. Need a different camera. Google account. Do they resent you for staying home? Do they take care of your mother? Are you sibling successful or doing poorly? Google account. My mother died in 1989. Okay, in December. And pretty much ever since, my family has been of the opinion that if I would just die, their lives would be better. They feel that I'm a waste of resources, and, they just wanted me to leave and never come back. In fact, at one point, they told me that I should leave and never come back, and never expect to be paid for my part of my mother's estate. So, it's just you need to understand that there's a blood hatred there. There is no hatred more pure. I mean, we're talking a level of hatred where it's like, yes, we would throw you out on the street and watch you starve to death and laugh about it. Kind of blood hatred. Google account. So how has the trust not been settled? Well, um, first I was told that I would not be paid for my part of the estate, so I refused to sell. Then, when my father died, my sister was like, let's sell mom's house. And I said, so long as I'm breathing, you don't get a damn thing. So, that's where we're at. Rusty Dog, my brothers didn't want me to be born. Well, your brothers are dicks. It's not their decision, is it? You need to tell your brothers not to be dicks. Or assholes. Google account. So your siblings own 2/3 of the house you're in, but you don't pay rent. How can you refuse to sell it if you only own 30? Okay, the executor stole from my mother's estate, right? So if the executor turned around and said, we're selling the house, I would say, okay, you owe me money. I want an accounting. At which point, she would be screwed. So the executor, the one with all the power, is saying, we're not going to mess with this. So long as she's breathing, the decision is mine to make. Now, I mean, I will admit that they actually wrote up the paperwork and tried to get me to sign it to dissolve the trust. But I did this thing they weren't expecting. I read the paperwork. It named me as a seller and not a buyer. So, yeah. Nasty business. Blood is thicker than water, but money don't run. I mean, I have a lawyer, and we're working on my old man's estate. as I say, once that's done, we will work on my mother's estate. And one of the reasons I opened all these YouTube channels, I have 6 of them, I have 6 blogs, is because, you know, I'm trying to hustle. You know, I got 2 jobs, and I could have called my second job and been like, no, I'm going to make money, but here I am being a dumbass. So that's going to probably stop. I'm likely not to be doing as many live streams in the coming months. And I have elected willfully never to take another day off until the estate of my mother and father are completed. At which point, I'm hoping to have one hell of a party. But I mean, I don't know who I'd invite. Rusty Dog, blood is thicker than water, but water tastes sweeter. Yeah, how much blood have you drank? Some people just love blood. I know a few people who'd love to get my blood on their hands. Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, this, I don't know how well you can see it really, is an example of a well-balanced meal. You have your protein in the form of turkey, this here is vegetables, and this is actually rice cauliflower, the cheesy variety. That's on my blog, Richard Reviews Everything. Google account, I'm sorry to hear of your family troubles. I can relate. You know, boss, everything happens for a reason. Even if that reason is someone's being a dick. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've lived my entire life with a gun to my head. And sometimes I wish they'd pull the trigger. You know, I really do. And one of those things that we say in philosophy is the abusers find the abused. So, I mean, it's like I used to work with another YouTube channel, and I was doing a lot of work for free, and they were, you know, we're not making money, so it's fine, you can work for free. Then the dude turned around and spent like 10 grand buying his way into crappy movies, and we had a falling off. I don't know if that experience is worth repeating. I don't know if I'd do it again, but, you know, that's life. I don't have the option of doing it again. I don't have the option of going back and changing things to see how they were. I have the option of moving forward. Moving forward is all we can do. You know, yeah. What's ahead of me is going to be unpleasant. But I'm so used to pain, it's like an old friend. Rusty Dog. When my dad died, my oldest brother took everything he could off my mom and sold it. Sounds like your eldest brother's a dick. You know, I mean, what are you going to do, though? You can't be bitter about it. You just got to live your life. Rusty Dog, they both are. Your mom and your brother, they're both dicks. Google account. Money tears families apart sometimes. No Google account. Greed. Greed tears families apart. Oh, both your brothers. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Well, Rusty Dog, my friends used to have this joke. They would say, "You don't have a sister. You have a brother and a brister." And I was like, "Okay, but which one's the brister?" Because, a man once went up to my sister. She told me this story. A man once went up to my sister and said, "I'm more of a woman than you'll ever be." And she said, "You're probably right." Then there was one time, I had these boxes. I was loading them out of my car, and my neighbor walks up. Guy's known me my whole life, and he goes, "What's with the boxes?" I go, "Oh, my brother's thinking of moving out." And he goes, "Which one?" And we just start busting up. And he's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I go, "How many brothers do I have?" And he just, "Oh, yeah." It was a strange time. Uh, Captain Riz Sparrow, it's Woman's Day, so happy Woman's Day, cutie pie. Yeah, she was happy, all right. Google account. Greed is natural. Everyone is greedy. Yes and no. I mean, everyone has their greedy moments, but you know, have you ever seen the movie Waking Ned Devine? You know, in the movie, Ned Devine wins the lottery and dies of a heart attack. And he's in this small town in Ireland. I believe it's Ireland. And, the people of the town said, "Ned's dead. He's not going to use the money. Let's split it between all of us and have a good time." And he's greedy. That's who the main character, I forget his name. And, there's this one other person who's so greedy that says, "Or I could turn you in and get 10%, which is a lot more than I would get otherwise." So, yeah, I mean, a lot of heroes are greedy. Alan Quartermain, as a hero, was always looking for riches. That's what he was doing. But the difference between the hero and the villain is the hero has limits. So yeah, it's not even wrong to be greedy. I mean, when you look at me, I work 7 days a week. Okay, it in a way that's greedy. I could say, no, somebody else needs that job, so I'll only work 5 days a week. But instead, I work the 6 days. You could say it's out of greed. But I mean, I don't steal. Some greedy people do. And Captain Riz is, of course, having his hand to me again. Okay. Dude, just admit that you're into fat guys. Google account, Captain Jizz. Stop trolling any Andy's cooking channel that my quite space big dog. Okay. Ramen lover, it's Woman's Day. Great. I'll tell my partner and tell her she's to iron and actually cook dinner for once. Oh, I've known a lot of women who said they could cook. Never met one that could prove it. Google account SLM Lucum, big dog. Is that a word? I don't know. there goes that crying kitten again. Okay. Asa Luma. Let's see here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you. Captain Riz. Richard the Black Cat Guy. I have many cats that are not black. Cats keep away evil spirits. And I have so much evil around me that I need many cats. Ramen lover. The only woman in my life that could cook and cook better than me was my nan, grandmother. My mother overcooked meat. My partner can't even get a salad right. I'm the cook in the family. Yeah, men have always cooked in my family. Although, to be completely honest with you, my brother was always terrible at it. Google account. How much is the house worth? Between $400,000 and $600,000. Rusty Dog. I named a mountain after you. I called it Cliff Richard. Sounds a little small for me. Tim and Tuss. I will never understand people's love for animals. I'm so disappointed in you. Well, I mean, you're a dick. Captain Riz, these people won't let you cook. What do they have to do with it? Mustafa Fleas, if you're going to be in here, be in the video. You know, I do this because it seems to be working. Rusty Dog, I bond with animals. That's why I'm a furry. Okay. You know, look, Rusty Dog. As I've said many times, no judgment. Not my place. You know, I've done things I'm not proud of. I've been in situations I regret. So, yeah, be a furry, bro. It's not illegal. You're not hurting anybody. What's the problem? You know? Ramen lover. Example, mum. I had to cut the steak in the middle and cook longer as it's pink. Me. I have took the steak off heat already as it's already been on 4 minutes. Some people like their steak crispy though. If anybody's wondering, and you're not, Rusty Dog, a family of glue sticks have a very strong bond. Yeah. So if anybody's wondering, I'm about at 2,500 hours. I need 4,000 to become monetized. And that kitten is just driving me nuts. Hold on here. Okay. Ashley, teeny tiny baby, yeah. Yeah. Ashley also says, "Lol and hi guys. Happy Women's Day, Ashley. Captain Riz says so." Google account says, "What up? Ramen lover. I do bone marrow. My kids ate all theirs with toast. My partner, however, thought I was giving her poison." That's very strange. How old is the kitten? A couple weeks. Google account. Do you think Andy drank on the flight? What? Andy drank on the flight. Rusty dog. My dog is trying to find the kitten. Yeah, dogs do that. Google account. What's the cat's name? This one does not have a name. I have not named it. Ashley, did you name her? Is it even a her? This one looks like a boy. A little hard to tell at this size. So, yeah. I mean, hope would be that this one would grow up to look like my Wolfie Wolf or my Berry Bear. Captain Riz, my dog humps a lot. We call him Humpster. Mm. Ashley says, "Lol." Captain Riz is laughing at his own joke. Rusty dog, could call him Tiger. Mm. Again, you know, not at a stage where naming is appropriate. Little fellow just feels alone and afraid. Don't know why. Mother's right there. Big Chungus, smoke some fire, Rosenbro. Not my thing. Google account, Humphrey Bogart. Ramen lover. Anyone else found tomato juice tastes better when at high altitude? I thought it was a myth, but some going to Portugal, it really does taste better. Hadn't heard that. And here is Kit. See how she is Kit. And Kit's not impressed with the kitten. Captain Riz, I was laughing on you for checking Cat's willy. Oh, do you masturbate to that too? Is a cat's willy something that you find impressive? Are you jealous of this kitten's willy? Google account. Did you go on vacation to Portugal? How much did you pay? I believe that's a question for Ramen Lover. Crimson plays. If Wolf's baby comes to your house, you gonna make pet that? What? What are you talking about? Wolf's son is Bear. Captain Riz Sparrow. So who else is in your family? Well, I have a cousin on my mother's side who's still alive, and I have an aunt on my father's side that's still alive. That's basically it. I mean, I guess I have some cousins on this side, but I was never very close to my cousins, and they were kind of dicks anyway. So, Ron was as true Australian as he was well hung. Okay, well, that's that interesting. You pay a lot of attention to man dicks, no? Google account. 280, damn, that's cheap. From UK, I assume. Australia. Oh wait, no, Ramen Lover is in UK. Okay. It's strange how many Australians I have on this stream. I seem to attract them. Maybe it's the time, you know? Google account. It is warm enough to swim there in June. What's the best coastal town? Ramen Lover. It was actually cheaper than that since COVID, everything costs more. Eh. Captain Riz. Family is a mess, huh? Eh. You know, when my mother died, I got a letter from one of her sisters saying that they didn't come to the funeral out of respect because they didn't want to fight at my mother's grave. There's just so much hate in this world, and half of it appears to be coming from my family. Ramen Lover, Val de Lobo, and Albufera. Excuse me. Hey, 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 yo, my morning sun is a truck that brings me here. Google account. How old are you, bud? You said your mom died in 89, right? Yeah, she died when I was 10. I'm 45. Do I not look 45? I mean, the gray hair should have given it away. Rusted dog. My siblings coated my dad's grave with blue. Your siblings seem like they suck. I mean, it's like, hello, I suck. Yes, you do. Google account, you look younger than 45 to me. No, I'm not. Rusty Dog, you are 1 year younger than me. Huh? I thought you were rather on. I can't keep people straight anymore. Google account, I think I'm aging poorly, lol. Rusty Dog, yes, they suck. Yes, you're a kitty. And you're saying me, me. That's what kitties do. Yes, that's your movie. Ramen lover. Men age like fine wine. Women age like milk. It's actually men become more attractive with age. Lemon Lyota. Or how do you pronounce that? What's the cat's name? I have not named this kitten. Rusted dog. Women deserve more respect. They go through child. I'm assuming you mean childbirth, but yeah, I mean, you know. Are you going, I want to see the kitty? You're a kitty who wants to see a kitty? Yes. Why are you sniffing my hand, kitty? That one's not very cuddly. Skittles. This house doesn't burn down slowly to ashes, to ashes, and I'm tired of changing who I am. Liam Mayat pronunciation. Liam Mayato. I will probably forget that, but thank you. Google account. Why won't you tell me what your house is worth? I told you it's between $400,000 and $600,000. You know, the house across the street from me, I believe, sold for more than $1 million, but it's a much larger house. Yeah. Don't step on that. That's my drink. Silly Skittles. Dude, I told you. Skittles like num 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 num. You taste like human. Okay, you want the kitty? Yes, you gonna take care of the kitten? You can take care of the kitten. Alright. Here we go. Yes. Mustafa Fleas, you have got to be one of the worst mama cats I have ever seen. Kitten's like, Mommy, I'm hungry. And you're like, I'm going to stand here. Come on, sweetheart. Lay down. Lay down. There we go. There we go. And it looks like the kitty's going to start nursing now. Yes. Yes. Lay down, Mustafa Fleas. Why don't you consider selling while market is still good? California sucks. You're getting taxed out the arse, and I imagine trust is still paying taxes, but for how long? No, the trust is not paying taxes. My sister is paying taxes, so she's not held derelict. But you see, she's paying taxes with my money. So, no. Ew! Oh, look at that. Just shot a booger at me from across the room. Oh. Mistopheles, the kitty needs to eat, and you need to quit moving around. Here we go. Yes. Here we go. Come on. No. Ah! Mistopheles. This is not a fun situation for me either. Okay? No. Ugh. Ramen lover, she's like most single mothers. All me, where's my money? I want your pension. You ain't the father, lol. Yeah, she's being problematic. Google account. So she spent her third and is now using your third. No, a Google account. She's spending my money from my father's estate. Okay, see, she cut me out of my father's estate, and now we've determined that that's not the case. That, well, I mean, we're trying to determine whether I can actually get anything out of my father's estate. And basically, she's been a vexatious litigant and caused me a lot of trouble. Miss Daffy, let the kitten eat. Okay? Okay? Rusty dog. Ha ha ha. Cats are funny. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't think this was as funny if you were holding a cat so that it would let its own kitten. Miss Daffy, do not struggle. Let the kitten nurse. Okay? That's what we're doing. We're letting the kitten nurse. Okay? 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 Yes. Do not believe I have to do this. This is a very strange situation. And I'm sorry you guys have to see this. Mustafa Flea's here. I mean, I love her so. She is one of the Sniffle sisters. And I can tell you she's purring away regardless of how annoyed she looks. Rusty dog, not funny when I had to bathe one though. Yeah, I know the feeling. And given the fact that I'm sitting here holding a cat who's nursing a kitten with cat snot on my shirt. Mr. Fleave, the kitten is nursing. Okay? That means you don't move. Okay? Google account. I'm sure there are two sides to the story, but you seem like a good guy and you work, so she's being unreasonable. Okay, again, there are two sides to the story. Yes, my sister feels that, she deserves the whole house. She's never told me why she feels she deserves that, but that's what she feels, okay? I mean, let's be honest here. If you could take somebody else's property and get away with it, you might do that. Some people do. I mean, she would probably say that, I was a crappy brother and that I'm a slob and that she couldn't live in this house with me. But, there being the thing is, like my brother and sister both got money for college. My brother got a few $1,000s. My sister got like $20,000. This was back, you know, before the turn of the century. Well, I got $800. And, I was like, no, that's not acceptable. But my family felt I was a bad investment. And, it's kind of turned out to be true because I got my degree, but I'm not using it. I don't have a job that requires a degree. I learned a whole lot. I enjoy what I learned. Maybe I'll be able to capitalize on that someday. Maybe not. Google account. It's hard to split a house without selling it. Look, okay, when my mother died, I got survivor's benefits. Okay, my parents had split up, and when I turned 18, my old man was like, "Okay, you figure it out." He didn't say, "Okay, this is how we're going to split the bills," or he just was like, you know, "You're 18. I'm done parenting, and that's it." Okay. Didn't pretty much say that to my sister, but so I went out there. I got my last check from the government, and I got a job, and I expected my family to help me get through college. That's just not what happened. Okay, you know. Right, now she's running off with the kitten. Okay. Amazing Amanda waves at me. Hey, Amazing Amanda. We were just talking about my crappy family. Are you still live streaming? Because, I mean, aren't you always live streaming? You live stream a lot. I've noticed that. Don't normally watch YouTube from this channel, ironically. Oh, now the kitten's crying again. Mustafa, please, what did you do? She left her kitten on the carpet. Rusty Dog, is college required by law in the U.S.? No, it's not. You can go to college if you want to. Mustafa, please, go take care of your kitten. Don't come talk to me. I'm busy. Amazing Amanda. Lemo, I'm not. I'm done for the night. The night, the day, it's all the same to you. Google account. It's good to hear other perspectives. Yes, it is. Amazing Amanda. Rusty Dog, hello. Look, you know, like one thing that happened is when I got my driver's license, my father had got a car for my brother and a car for my sister, two cars for my sister, in fact, because one of them died. And he said, to my sister, "You live at the dorm. You don't need a car. Will you give your car to your brother?" And she said, "Buy me $500 worth of alcohol, and I will do so." She never forgave me for her saying yes to that. Right? Now, I mean, in all honesty, what I should have said to my father was, "You got my brother a car, you got my sister a car, go get me a car." Um, but what he said was, "Let's buy me a truck and you can pay for it." And I didn't know what he was talking about. So, and there goes Mustafa Fleas. Google account. Is college compulsory anywhere? I honestly can't tell you that. I don't know. MJ, how many girlfriends have you had? I've never had a serious girlfriend. Had girls I've dated, but that's about it. You know, I mean, my life has always been too chaotic. I don't date much. Amanda says I'm awesome. Thank you for that. You know, it was weird tonight. Club doors opened and I was standing my post, and these four guys were like, "Awesome, Richard's here! Hey, Richard!" I was like, "Okay, okay, I'm going to Liam here. That mama kitten wants to put the baby up for adoption. Yeah, she does. Uh, it's like Mistopheles is not a good mother. Wolf is a pretty good mother, but I don't know where she is right now. Devin Peter, hey buddy, how's it going? It's going. Hanging in there. Amazing Amanda, Jason Yogi and Mary and Tendra lol, Daisy lol, this is Door Rusty Dog. Devin Peter, how's your night going? Well, I'm not out having fun. And I don't know if I should even bring this up. A friend of mine recently told me that she has cancer. And I'm sitting here going, wow, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, like we're not like close friends. I don't even have her phone number. She works at the market I shop at, and we always talk. We're very friendly people. But it's like she has cancer. What do I do about that? I don't know how to be supportive. Rusty dog, I'll have the kitten if you like. Yeah, how you gonna get it to Australia? Amazing Amanda. Richard, I usually only do 2 lives in 24 hours, lol, but they usually last over 3 hours. Tonight I was 6 hours. Yeah, I mean, I could only do this for so long. Google account. I have 3 cats. One is a Manx. Manx. Ah, yes. It is a lovely kitty. Oh, that's a kitty. I want to cuddle with that kitty. Yes. Yes. Of course, I want to cuddle with pretty much every kitty, so that doesn't say much. Devin Peter, I'm sorry to hear that. Hor- that's horrible. I lost my stepdad to cancer last year. Yeah, I lost my mother to cancer. Devin, I'm still not over it. You don't get over it. You adjust to it. I mean, that's kind of how that works. Ragsy, Rags, why don't you come up here and show the people how beautiful you are? No, you're just gonna walk away. Okay. Amazing Amanda will cuddle me from. Where is it you're in again? I mean, I know it's above Oregon, Maine, something like that. Rusty dog. I had a dog called Rags. Washington. Yeah. Okay, there you go. It's one for all says 1 in 6 people die of cancer according to the state. Be empathetic and if you will to help offer. If you're not, then don't. Express regret and keep on keeping on. Look, this person and I both love cats, and I mean it's like our relationship is such that when she was having trouble with fleas, I not only recommended but went out and purchased the flea treatment she needed to resolve the matter. Okay? And part of that is I'm just that kind of a guy. You know, there's a woman at my work who is coughing. I'm thinking, can I get myself to Trader Joe's? Trader Joe's is a particular market here in California. Can I get myself to Trader Joe's and buy her some cough drops before I go into work tomorrow? You know, that's just who I am. But when somebody has cancer, they need more support. And she's undergoing therapy, so she can't lift heavy items. Funny Lab, how you doing? I'm still here. It's one for all. I'm the same way. Same. Yes, sir, I agree. I don't know. I mean, my brother always used to tell me, you can't save everyone. And I said, no, but I could try. Okay, we're coming on an hour, and I try not to do these for more than an hour because, I will seriously start feeling it. So, final questions here. Google account. Trader Joe's brownies are delicious. Yes, many things from Trader Joe's are delicious. I particularly love their candy-covered sunflower seeds. I've always wanted to try them with ice cream, but every time I buy them, I eat them before I get the ice cream. I'm fat. Uh, it's one for all. You can try. Yes, indeed. Rusty Dog. No offense intended, Devin, but I always thought Devin is a good name for a sausage dog. Devin Peter, you have a good night, Richard. Stay positive. You're awesome. When have I ever been positive? Amazing Manna, you are amazing, Richard. You need to believe that because you are. No, Amanda, you're the amazing one. I'm the fat one. There's a general lack of trolls tonight. Google account. Their brooch bread is lackluster, though. I've never tried it. The last Trader Joe's item I tried was maple butter. And I mean, that was some time ago, but. Rusty Dog, you're a cool guy, Richard. Thank you. It's all for one. Fat and amazing aren't mutually exclusive. Well, yeah, but she's the amazing one. Go to her channel. Check it out. You tell me which one of us is really amazing. Devin Peter Trolls, what are those with the blue hair? Alright, guys. I got much to do before I get some sleep, so I'm going to have to talk to you folks later. Stay safe. I'm Richard.